my guest, SaBrina Fisher Reece. And she is joining us all the way from the West Coast. Hey, SaBrina, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, really. And the audience, they just don't even understand what they are in for tonight. Really, really. I mean, hey, if I got to get happy all by myself, I absolutely will. But you look beautiful tonight. And I just thank you for, at the
Thank you.
top of the hour, for agreeing to be on the show. Tonight, we're talking about overcoming life's challenges. And SaBrina is an individual that really just encapsulates that. She represents that. If we talk about beating the odds, um, her name would be next to that. And I want to just give you a little bit of background, and then I'm going to let her share a little bit as well. But SaBrina is the owner. What's the name of your hair salon?
Braids by SaBrina.
Yeah, Braids by SaBrina. So
It's a
she
braiding and dreadlock salon.
braiding and dreadlock salon.
Hmm.
And she's going to talk to us a little bit about that, but I want to give you just some other information about her. She is from Compton, a native of Compton. Do a deep dive into some of SaBrina, your motivational speaking, because at some point you begin to move further into the motivational speaking. And,
Yes.
we were talking also about purpose and you being so glad you found your purpose. And
Hmm.
I'm so glad you found your purpose. Actually, I have to say that you and I connected through Facebook, actually. And I
Hmm.
was drawn to you. I was drawn to your energy. You talked about your smile, and you're going to talk a little bit about your book. But yeah, you were always smiling and you have this powerful message. I'm like, wow, okay, now here comes this woman, this powerhouse of a woman, breaking stuff down in 59 seconds. Now this is hard for a long-winded sister. I'm like, wow, okay, I need a lesson here. But can you talk about the motivational speaking? How did that develop for you? And how did that become connected within 59 seconds?
Okay. Well, the I decided once I realized I had a testimony. I knew I had one. Once the article came out and I started to tell people, and I went on front page. And I realized that even though I have this testimony, I still have a responsibility to deliver it in a way that can help someone else. Because, I would get an influx of phone calls from young women who, especially if I mentioned depression, who would tell me that they used to be depressed and they used to be suicidal. And how did I transform my mindset? So I realized that I naturally had this story. However, I still have a responsibility to the people that are asking for my help. And in regards to speaking, I have to learn how to deliver this message impactfully so that it makes a difference in people's lives.
For
Right.
many of us, we carry shame about different parts of our life, and we get to that part where we're no longer ashamed, and we
Hmm.
understand the power of our story. And
Hmm.
you got there, and the world is better for it. Mention your book. And
Okay.
so, can you talk to us more about this book that you have coming out in June? Right? Is it launching in
Yes.
June
No,
or
no, it's
May?
May. It's coming out next month, May
Right around the corner.
2019.
Yes.
It's called My Spiritual Smile.
My
And that
spiritual
title
smile.
is My Spiritual Smile. Because as I said, as the owner of Braids by SaBrina, I was always smiling on the outside. Always smiling on the
Mm.
outside. But on the inside, I was broken. So it takes people, it's called My Spiritual Smile Tools for Mental and Emotional Transformation, because it takes people through the exact, precise tools that I use to transform my mindset, to bring myself out of a dark place from depression and suicide, and to this woman that smiles all day long.
My goodness.
So My Spiritual Smile Tools for Mental and Emotional Transformation. And I went to another one. God has sent some amazing godmothers to me. I have amazing godmothers. Dr. Rosie Milligan is one of them, and she has a publishing company, and she is helping me bring this baby on. Dr. Will pushed me to write it, but Dr. Rosie Milligan is bringing it, helping me birth this
She's the
baby.
midwife, huh? The doula,
Absolutely.
midwife, all of that. Okay, so you're pushing right now. Yes.
That's right. It's already done. To be honest, yesterday I started writing on my second book, which will be called "Your Mind Is Magic." Your mind, because
Mm,
it's so important that people understand when the Bible was referring to the kingdom of heaven being inside of you, He was telling you the power that you have, and
yes.
people do not realize. That I think that I can save people years of suffering, the suffering that I endured, if
Wow.
they understand that they have the power. So, our mind, our amazing imagination, the gift that God gave us, is magical. And it can, through the use of that mind, we can manifest the life that we desire.
Whew, you preaching me happy up in here.
The In 59 Seconds movement was created to prove to the world that no matter how busy you are, we all have a minimum of 59 seconds to uplift, motivate, and encourage ourselves and another human being. And that is one of the tools that I use to transform my mindset. On those bad days when my self esteem was low, or I would be reminded that that I wasn't wanted by my mother, I had to I I had to remind myself quickly, because I'm on the way out the door to work to open Brace by SaBrina. So I only had a few minutes to stand in front of a mirror and say, "No, you're amazing. You're beautiful. You're phenomenal." So I want people to know that it doesn't necessarily take hours and hours of time. Everybody has time to uplift, motivate, and encourage themselves and another human being. When I'm driving Journey, who is my 6-year old, to school, I have time to turn around when I'm at the light and say, "Baby, you're amazing. You're beautiful. You can do anything." I can speak greatness into her life as a mommy on the go. So the In 59 Seconds movement applies to everyone: mates, parents, your husband. Tell your husband quickly, "Hey, baby, I appreciate you emptying the trash." A lot of times we assume people know that we appreciate them, but we don't take time, even just a minimum of 59 seconds, to actually say the words. Say the words. So please tell me, who does not have 59 seconds?
Mm, right? Don't raise your hand up in here because speaking SaBrina, she's going to come for you. Yeah, we all have 59
Exactly.
seconds.
Exactly. We all do.
Yeah, I love it. Around to the top of the hour. So um, maybe some parting words. What would you like to leave the listening audience with?
I want everyone listening to know that limitations are illusions, but we are the ones that set those limitations for ourselves. No matter who you are, no matter how old you are, what you've been through, what someone has done to you, or what you have done to yourself, you can still have, be, and do absolutely anything. Anything. I tell my daughter all the time, your life is like a coloring book and only you have the crayons.
Mm,
Many of us have been given the crayons to somebody else. We have the crayons. We have the ability to design the life that we desire. And we do not have to continue to suffer because of the actions of other people. We don't. Each day that God blessed you to wake up and take a new breath, you have a new opportunity. Health, wealth, prosperity, love, peace, you can have all of those. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. You can have all of them. Stop talking yourself out of greatness. Stop talking yourself out of success. Stop talking yourself out of perfect health. You are perfect health, abundant wealth, and divine peace and love, each and every one of you.